Hi everyone. In less than 8 or 9 minutes, I have the blessing, the opportunity to be surrounded by. He's gonna introduce himself, and we're gonna just talk about life, success, happiness. And if this video provide value to you, please share the value with other people, share the education with other people, make yourself better and make other people better. Will you mind presenting yourself for those that don't know who you are?
Yeah, I'm Greg Zinn, and I live in the suburbs of Chicago, and business owner, and I'm a father. Oh, my phone is talking to me. And, I'm a father of a child who's in camp, and that's how I met you. And now we're here talking.
Amazing. As a business owner, what can you advise to those that want to start their business today?
Yeah, so a couple of really important things when you're starting a business is have a very, very clear understanding of what you're trying to achieve. So set a direction. Mm-hmm. And then even though you have that direction, understand that it is going to get modified as you move along. You're going to learn, you may have a premise that this is where I'm going to make the most money, or this is what is going to be most appealing to the market. Mm-hmm. And you need to adapt to recognize that some of those premises, some of those ideas that you had in your head may have been flawed. You didn't know, you didn't have the information to get a very clear perspective. But if you always recognize that you have to have that North Star, you have to have something to direct yourself towards, and you keep moving towards it. The other thing is, and I know a lot of people say this, is fail early, fail often. There's very little to be learned from success.
Really?
Oh yeah, success teaches you nothing. Very little. Failure teaches you everything. Almost everything you learn in life, it comes from your failures, not from your successes. The successes are rewarding, and that's what pays the bills. But the failures is what builds your foundation.
How do you approach failures, in your business, in your personal life? Because it's something that at least me in the past I struggled with, because I was raised in an environment where you were not allowed to make mistakes.
Yeah.
So every time I made a mistake, I was, they're gonna punish me, I'm gonna get beat down. So it took me a lot of inside work so I can be like, it is okay to fail, it is okay to make mistakes, but you as somebody who owns a company and a business, and you know how critical that if you make this failure, you might lose $1 billion.
Sure.
So how do you approach failures like that?
I cry. No, I think going into any situation, understanding that failure is going to happen. And failures you almost desire to have failures that you can learn from, and recognize that those failures and things you're going to learn from it is an important mental position to start from, to get through those failures. So you don't see a failure as an end, but you see it as a stepping stone. You see it as a means to go where you need to go. For everything you do that doesn't work, you've learned what doesn't work. And through the maze of life, or through the maze of a task, or through the maze of some type of goal you set, there may only be a handful of really optimal pathways, but hitting a wall is valuable because you hit the wall. What's foolish is to ignore it and to keep hitting that wall. If you hit the same wall over and over and over again, you're likely going to fail because you're not learning from where the walls are.
Well, why do you think so a lot of people tend to like to ignore or hide their failures? It is because of fear of other people's opinion? It is because of fear of pain?
That is a great question. So my personality, and this is a lot about personality for me. My personality has always been one of introspection as opposed to extrospection. So the attitudes of others towards what I've done and what I'm doing is far less important to me than my own internal compass for what I'm doing. And it's an interesting thing because I think this is, the argument or the discussion of nature versus nurture, right? Whether you are naturally born a certain way,
or you learn it,
or you've been nurtured to be that, right? I think that I'm naturally introspective. And I think I've been nurtured to accentuate it. And for me, it makes a big difference because I always have that internal compass to go by, and I don't really care all that much about the accolades of other people. Like, people ask this question all the time: would you rather be famous or good? And I'd rather be good than famous. I actually don't even want to be famous. I have no desire to be famous because it's something somebody else gives you.
True.
Right? Being good is something you can give yourself.
Absolutely.
And so for me, that's it. And it's kind of an interesting thing because a lot of therapists, a lot of people who are helping people become optimal humans or business people or whatnot, or athletes, I believe that they're trying to teach them to become introspective. Look within, right? They're like if you could say what is the ideal psychologist or therapist, it is a coach that can help you become a better introspective person, right? To build that internal model, right? Of this is my foundation. This is what and everything comes from that in a lot of ways. Like morality comes from that, ethics comes from that, because the guidepost is internal. It's inside of you, and you can't escape it, right? You can't escape that. And while it may be, some people may be fearful of that, I kind of feel it's very empowering. Also very interesting is I think that I'm talking all the time here, but I think that the religious doctrine of the various religions, a lot of the religious doctrine was also guided towards providing you with introspection, right? And while the deities of most major religions were these external forces looking down, in my mind, I actually think it was symbolic of something inside, right? Where it's knowing that you can never escape yourself, right? So that's powerful, right?
It is.
It's also frightening.
You can never escape. You go and sleep with yourself, you walk with yourself, you cry with yourself, you make money with yourself. No matter what you are doing or how you are feeling, the person who's always there with you is you.
Yeah.
Not other people. Nobody can be with you 24/7 even they wish.
Yeah.
But yourself can.
Right.
I think this is the last question because we're out of minutes already. You have achieved a level of success that a lot of people can wish.
Yeah.
What do you think what are your views on money that you think people that don't have the money have it wrong, but that you that have the money, you have it right because you have experiences?
Sure. Well, money is not an absolute result of success. Money is a tool, like other tools.
Okay.
And it's valuable. It can be used in a valuable way. It also can be used in very destructive ways. It is important to understand resources. So when I think of the things that you have, the assets that you have, in terms of any pursuit in life, business, marriage, raising children, having friends, the resources that you bring to bear, money is just one of those resources. Other things are compassion. Other things are intellect. And you have all of these resources, this pool of resources. Money's an important one, but it is not
the main one.
It is not the main one. And I think when you view it in isolation, I hate to beat on a whole family, but you become a Kardashian.
Please, Kardashian, if you're watching this video, don't cancel my account, okay? Please.
If you cancel the account, it's not my fault.
Oh my God. I think with this episode we're gonna finish this video. Thank you for your time.
You bet.
Oh my